Welcome to Yin in the Garden. Take a moment to create your space. Gather what you need for comfort and support throughout your practice. Remember, this is your practice. Please stay present and attentive to a high standard of care for yourself. If you are unable to soften the breath or feel increasingly agitated, you may have passed your edge. If you feel pain or lack of sensation, pause your practice and make adjustments towards a more moderate and subtle experience. Listen to your body, listen to the whispers on the breath, and rest at any time. Come into a soft child's pose, with your knees wide, arms resting at your sides or back towards your feet. Take these first few moments to settle in, inviting relaxation into the body and breathing naturally. Begin to sense the tempo of your breath, movement in the body, the hum of your mind. Sense the melody of the heart. Sense one rhythm, equanimous, unified, complete. Following your natural breath, begin to roll yourself up, tucking the tailbone and drawing navel center in and up, spiraling the heart open. Place your hands on the thighs, at the low back, or to the floor behind you. Feel the lower edge of the ribs lift as you softly open the chest. Lift the chin and gaze upward. Gentle back bend. Let the breath flow. Exhale back to child's pose, this time with a narrow stance, about hip distance apart, extending the arms long in front of you. Breathe, lengthening the side body as you breathe from the side hip points to the pinky fingers. Stay soft at the sides of the neck, sloping down to the shoulders. Breathe to lengthen up the center of the body. Exhale down to draw navel center gently in and up. Stay here for a few moments. Feel how the body moves beneath the breath. Moving like water, begin to roll yourself up again to a chest expansion. Option to stand up on the knees this time, hands at the hips or low back. Gentle back bend. Let the breath flow. Releasing, align the spine and step the hands forward to tabletop. Extend your right leg out to the right side and step your left hand forward one step. Spiral open to the right, reaching up, and thread the right arm under you and across to the left, palm facing up as you lower the head downwards towards the floor or a prop. Continue to reach the left arm to create a long line from your left hip point to your left pinky, or soften the reach of the arm. You may also place your hand or fist under the head, or move the hips forward or back. Take a moment to find your shape. One more breath in here. One more breath out. Release to a soft child's pose. Return to tabletop. Left leg to the side. Right hand forward one step. Spiral open to the left and thread the arm under. Settle in, adjust, hold, and breathe. One more cycle of breath here. Release to the center. Soft child's pose. Follow your breath back to an extended child's pose. Follow your breath into downward facing dog. Move freely here, taking a moment to feel into your body and the tempo of your breath. Gradually moving towards stillness, maintaining a bend at the knees and a lift of the heels if needed to encourage ease and adjustment in the hips, spine, and shoulders. One more breath in. Breathe out. Begin to sense subtle shifts in the body. Feel each fingertip on the mat. Feel into the triads of each hand, where the first finger dips down and up the inside of the thumb. Feel a subtle rotation inward of the lower arm and a subtle rotation outward of the upper arm. Your shoulder blades are lifting and rotating freely to align with the reach of the arms overhead. Lengthen the side body as you breathe from the side hip points to the pinky fingers. Stay soft at the sides of the neck, sloping down to the shoulders. Inhale to lengthen up the center of the body. Exhale, feeling steady, and draw navel center gently in and up. Remember, you may rest at any time. Breathe. Begin to bring energy upward through the legs toward the hips. As your feet soften down, the knees can remain bent and heels lifted if you choose. Begin to feel into the apex of this shape, where the lines of the upper body and lower body meet and lift each other up. 3 more breaths here. Releasing your downward facing dog. Take child's pose for a moment. Begin to roll yourself up to a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you. Knees bent, feet on the floor. And roll yourself slowly down to your back. Cradle your right knee into the chest. Option to extend your left leg long. Rest here. One more breath in and out. Transition to the other side. Breath in, breath out. Release to bring both knees in. As you exhale, lift the forehead to meet the knees. Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale to hold, hugging the body in. Deep breath in. Slow exhale to release. Begin to set up for a soft bridge. Feet about hip width apart, lining up through the center of each foot. You may adjust the position of the feet closer to the hips or farther away at any time. Lift your hips, low back, back of the ribs, up to a plank line bridge. Rather than moving into a back bend, we'll maintain a plank line or a relatively neutral spine here. Let the breath flow, inviting steadiness and ease. Start to feel into all four corners of both feet. Feel the feet pressing down and away from the top of the head, and the top of the head reaching away from the toes. Feel open from the top of the knees to the front hip points. Breathing in to invite space from the front hip points to navel center. Breathe out, navel center slightly engaged. Feel steady from the back of the knees to the back hip points. Feel the outer edges of the legs to the side hip points, and the inner sides of the legs to the pubic bone. Breathing. Begin to invite spaciousness throughout the lower back, into the sides and belly. The entirety of the rib cage expands and hugs in towards the center of you. Feel long from the tailbone to the base of the skull. Soften the jaw, neck, shoulders, collarbones. Feeling each fingertip on the mat. Let the breath flow. Watch how the qualities of steadiness and softness play. Big breath in to stay. You can lift up a little bit higher here if you'd like, opening up through the front of the spine. Exhale to slowly release, rolling yourself all the way down to the mat. Invitation to stay very, very still here. Feel the posture resonate without interruption. Notice any messages of the mind insisting on more movement, a call to counterpose. Instead, trust the intelligence of the body to respond on its own, to release with clarity of mind and perceive the subtle dynamics of your energy. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, soles of the feet together, knees open to the sides, Supta Baddha Konasana. Rest here. Begin to bring your knees back up and into the chest. Coming into Happy Baby, holding the knees, feet, or big toes. Draw the knees open and down. We'll be here for about 1 minute. Releasing Happy Baby, place both feet on the floor. Cradle your right knee back into the chest, and using a strap around the bottom of your foot or catching the big toe, extend your right leg up towards the sky. As you extend the leg up, soften the tailbone down, soften the shoulders, neck, jaw. Let the breath flow. One more breath here and release. Both feet to the ground, knees bent. Your next breath in will roll you up into a full bridge, articulating one vertebra at a time and moving like water. Hold at the top for a moment. Stay as you exhale. Big breath in and slowly roll yourself back down. Cradle your left knee to the chest and extend the leg up. Hold and breathe. Releasing the leg. Again, bring both knees to the chest. Holding the knees, feet, or big toes, come back into happy baby. This time with the option to extend the legs long out to the sides. Releasing. Feet on the floor, knees bent. Extend your right leg back up and then cross your right ankle over your left knee. Bring the legs up to figure 4. Relax the tailbone down, soften your grip, and breathe. One more cycle of breath. Release and switch to the other side. Please take your time. releasing figure 4. Both knees into the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, gently round your back, forehead to meet the knees. Breathe in and exhale to release. Rock yourself all the way up to a seat. Extend the legs forward. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Big breath in and out. One more breath in. Exhaling, hinging at the hips, reaching or softly folding down. Seated forward fold. Settle into your shape. The breath moves like a wave through the body. One more breath in to stay. One more breath out. Begin to roll yourself up. Gently lift up and expand the chest. Hands to the low back or the floor behind you. And settle into a comfortable seat. Preparing for nadi shodhana, pranayama. Sit tall, close down your eyes. Right hand, 2 fingers at brow center. Close right side thumb. Inhale left. Close left side, ring finger. Exhale right. Inhale right side. Close and exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Continue on your own. Finishing one last round, exhaling left, Return to your natural breath. Shavasana.